I need 60 seconds of your attention. Someone lied to you today. You believed them. You smiled. You nodded. You had no idea. Their words were perfect. Their story was smooth. But their body was screaming the truth. And you missed every single signal. Here is the brutal reality. Words are cheap. Anyone can say anything. But the body never lies. Machiavelli understood this 500 years ago. He wrote, "Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand, because it belongs to everybody to see you, to few to come in touch with you." What did he mean? That what people see matters more than what they hear. That body language creates reality. That if you can read the invisible signals people send, you have power they do not even know you possess. Today, I will show you exactly how to read anyone in 60 seconds. How to spot lies, fear, attraction, and hidden agendas just by watching how people move. But first, let me be crystal clear about something. This knowledge is not for manipulation. This is for protection. This is for understanding. This is so you never get deceived, exploited, or blindsided again. What I am teaching you today is a survival skill. Because in a world where everyone is wearing masks, the person who can see through those masks has all the power. Now, I want you to drop this statement in the comments. I am learning to read the unspoken truth. Starting today, you will never look at people the same way again. Let us begin. Number 1. The eyes never lie. Here's something that will blow your mind. You can control your words. You can control your facial expressions. But you cannot fully control your eyes. Your eyes are hardwired to your nervous system. They respond to emotions before your conscious mind can intervene. This is why reading eyes is the fastest way to read someone. Let me show you exactly what to look for. Signal 1. Rapid blinking. Normal blinking is about 15 to 20 times per minute. When someone blinks rapidly, 30 times or more per minute, their nervous system is activated. What does this mean? They are stressed. They are lying. They are uncomfortable with what they are saying. Watch for this in negotiations. Watch for this when someone is explaining themselves. Rapid blinking is a leak of anxiety. Signal 2. Pupil dilation. This one is subtle but incredibly powerful. When someone is interested in you, attracted to you, or excited by what you are saying, their pupils dilate. They get bigger. When someone is disgusted, angry, or trying to hide something, their pupils constrict. They get smaller. You cannot fake this. It is pure autonomic nervous system response. Machiavelli once said, "There is no avoiding war. It can only be postponed to the advantage of others." The same applies to emotions. You cannot avoid them showing up in your eyes. You can only try to hide them, and most people fail. Signal 3. Eye blocking. This is huge. When people hear something they don't want to hear, they unconsciously block their eyes. They rub them. They close them longer than a normal blink. They look away and down. This is called eye blocking, and it is one of the most reliable signs of discomfort and disagreement. If you are pitching an idea and the person across from you starts rubbing their eyes or looking down and away, they are not buying what you are selling. Their body is literally trying to blop out your words. Signal 4. Where they look tells you what they feel. Pay attention to eye direction. This is critical. When someone looks up and to the right, they are typically constructing or imagining something. This can indicate lying or creating a story. When someone looks up and to the left, they are remembering something real. This suggests truth-telling. When someone looks down and to the right, they are accessing emotions and feelings. When someone looks down and to the left, they are having an internal dialogue, talking to themselves. Now, this is not a perfect science. Some people have different patterns, but in general, these patterns hold true for most people. The key is to establish a baseline. Watch how someone normally uses their eyes when they are relaxed. Then notice when they deviate from that pattern. The deviation is the signal. Signal 5. The lack of eye contact. Everyone knows that liars avoid eye contact, right? Wrong. That is amateur thinking. Sophisticated liars know this, so they overcompensate. They hold eye contact too long. They stare at you unnaturally. They are trying to prove they are honest by forcing eye contact. Real honest people break eye contact naturally. They look away to think. They glance around the room. Their eye contact is comfortable, not forced. If someone is staring at you without breaking eye contact, they are either extremely interested in you or they are lying and trying too hard to appear honest. Trust your gut. Forced eye contact feels uncomfortable. Natural eye contact feels easy. Drop this statement in the comments. I am mastering the language of eyes. Number 2. Hands reveal hidden intentions. Your hands are the second most expressive part of your body after your face. And unlike your face, most people do not think to control their hands. This makes hands incredibly revealing. Let me show you the most powerful hand signals. Signal 1. Hand-to-face gestures. When people touch their face while talking, they are typically self-soothing. They are managing anxiety. Specific gestures have specific meanings. Touching the nose often indicates lying or discomfort with what is being said. The nose has erectile tissue that swells slightly when lying due to increased blood pressure. People unconsciously touch it. Covering the mouth. This is a subconscious attempt to block the words coming out. It suggests the person does not believe what they are saying or is uncomfortable saying it. Touching the neck. This is a self-soothing gesture that indicates vulnerability and stress. If someone is touching their neck during a conversation, they feel threatened or uncomfortable. Rubbing the ears. This indicates the person does not want to hear what is being said. It is an unconscious blocking behavior. Signal 2. Palm direction. This is incredibly important in reading honesty and openness. When someone speaks with palms up and open, they are typically being honest and open. This is a vulnerable position. It shows they have nothing to hide. When someone speaks with palms down, they are being authoritative and controlling. This is a dominant gesture. When someone speaks with palms hidden, hands in pockets or behind their back, they are hiding something, literally and figuratively. Machiavelli understood this. He wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are. Your hands reveal what you really are." Signal 3. Fidgeting and self-touching. Excessive fidgeting is a massive tell. Playing with jewelry, picking at nails, adjusting clothing repeatedly. These are all signs of nervous energy and discomfort. When someone suddenly starts fidgeting during a specific topic, that topic makes them uncomfortable. Pay attention to when the fidgeting starts and stops. That tells you what subjects create anxiety. Signal 4. Hand steepling. This is when someone presses their fingertips together, forming a steeple or church shape with their hands. This gesture indicates confidence and certainty. People do this when they feel in control and sure of themselves. If you see someone steeple their hands during a negotiation, they feel they have the upper hand. They are confident in their position. Signal 5. Clenched fists. This one is obvious but important. Clenched fists indicate anger, frustration, or the suppression of strong emotion. If someone is clenching their fists while smiling and speaking calmly, they are suppressing anger. The fists betray the truth their face is hiding. Watch the hands. They tell you what the mouth will not. Number 3. The body never lies about comfort. Your entire body is constantly broadcasting your comfort level, and people who can read these signals have a massive advantage. Let me break down the most important full-body signals. Signal 1. Distance and proximity. Edward Hall, an anthropologist, identified 4 zones of personal space: intimate distance, 0 to 18 inches, personal distance, 18 inches to 4 feet, social distance, 4 to 12 feet, public distance, 12 feet and beyond. When someone likes you, trusts you, or is attracted to you, they reduce distance, they lean in, they move closer, they invade your personal space in a comfortable way. When someone dislikes you, distrusts you, or is uncomfortable, they increase distance, they lean back, they create barriers, they maximize space between you. Pay attention to how people position themselves relative to you. Are they moving closer or creating distance? That tells you everything about how they feel. Signal 2. Mirroring. This is one of the most powerful rapport signals in human communication. When 2 people are in sync, they unconsciously mirror each other's body language. One person leans in, the other leans in. One crosses their legs, the other crosses their legs. Mirroring happens naturally when people like each other and feel connected. It is a sign of rapport and agreement. You can also use mirroring strategically. If you want to build rapport with someone, subtly mirror their body language. Lean when they lean. Match their energy level. This creates subconscious connection. But be careful. If someone is not mirroring you at all, they are not feeling connected to you. They may disagree with you or dislike you, even if their words say otherwise. The direction your torso faces reveals where your true interest and attention are. Someone can be looking at you and nodding, but if their torso is turned away from you, they want to leave. Their body is literally pointing toward the exit. In group conversations, notice whose torso is facing whom. That tells you the real power dynamics and interest levels in the room. If you are talking to someone and their torso suddenly turns away from you, you have lost their interest. Time to change the subject or end the conversation. Signal 4. Barrier behaviors. People create physical barriers when they feel uncomfortable or defensive. Crossing arms, holding objects in front of their body, placing bags or laptops between you and them. These are all barrier behaviors. They are protecting themselves. They are creating psychological distance, even if physical distance cannot change. If someone suddenly crosses their arms during your conversation, something you said made them defensive. Pay attention to what triggered it. Machiavelli said, "The wise man does at once what the fool does finally." The wise man reads these barriers immediately and adjusts. The fool keeps talking and wonders why they are not connecting. Number 5. Feet direction. This is the most honest part of the body. Why? Because people rarely think about their feet. Your feet point toward where you want to go. If someone is talking to you, but their feet are pointed away, toward the door, toward another person, that is where they want to be. Feet are the ultimate truth teller. They are the furthest from the brain and the least controlled. In meetings, watch where people's feet are pointing. That tells you who they are really interested in and who they want to align with. Watch for the flash. When you ask someone a question, watch their face in the first half second before they answer. The micro-expression that flashes is their true feeling. If you ask someone if they are okay and you see a flash of sadness before they say, "Yes, I am fine," they are not fine. Their face told the truth before their mouth lied. This is incredibly powerful in negotiations, interviews, and relationships. The first reaction is the honest reaction. Machiavelli once said, "Men are so simple and so ready to obey present necessities that one who deceives will always find those who allow themselves to be deceived." But you will not be deceived, because you are learning to read what cannot be hidden. Drop this in the comments. I see what others miss. Number 5. Voice and speech patterns betray the truth. Body language is not just visual, it is vocal. The way someone speaks tells you as much as what they say. Let me show you the vocal cues that reveal deception and emotion. Signal 1. Changes in pitch. When people lie, their vocal pitch often rises. Why? Because lying creates stress, and stress tightens the vocal cords, raising pitch. If someone's voice suddenly gets higher when answering a specific question, they are likely uncomfortable or lying about that topic. Signal 2. Speech rate changes. Liars often talk faster, trying to get through the lie quickly, or they talk slower, carefully constructing their false story. Either deviation from their normal speech rate is a red flag. Establish a baseline of how someone normally speaks, then watch for changes. Signal 3. Unnecessary details. Honest people give relevant details. Liars give unnecessary details. They over-explain. They provide information you did not ask for. Why? Because they are trying too hard to convince you. They think more details make them more believable. If someone is explaining way too much for a simple question, they are likely lying. Signal 4. Verbal distancing. Liars create distance between themselves and their lies through language. Instead of saying, "I did not take the money," they say, "The money was not taken by me." Passive voice, distancing language. Instead of saying, "I was at home," they say, "One was at their residence." Third person, distancing language. Pay attention to pronouns and verb forms. Distancing language indicates deception. Signal 5. Pauses and filler words. Like, you know. Excessive filler words indicate cognitive load. The person is thinking hard, constructing something rather than remembering something. Long pauses before answering simple questions also indicate construction rather than recall. Truth flows easily. Lies require construction. Number 6. Breathing patterns reveal stress. Here is something most people never notice: how someone is breathing. Breathing is controlled by the autonomic nervous system, which means it responds directly to emotional state. Rapid, shallow breathing indicates anxiety, fear, or stress. If someone suddenly starts breathing faster during a conversation, something triggered their stress response. Held breath. People unconsciously hold their breath when they hear something shocking or when they are hiding something. Watch for sudden breath holding, followed by a sigh. Deep sighs. Repeated deep sighs indicate frustration, resignation, or suppressed emotion. If someone keeps sighing during your conversation, they are emotionally exhausted or frustrated. You can see breathing in the shoulders and chest. Watch for rise and fall. Watch for rhythm changes. Breathing always tells the truth. Number 7. Clusters matter more than single signals. Here is the most important thing I need you to understand. Never judge based on one signal alone. One crossed arm does not mean someone is defensive. Maybe they are cold. One look away does not mean someone is lying. Maybe they are thinking. You must look for clusters, multiple signals pointing in the same direction. If someone avoids eye contact, touches their nose, crosses their arms, and angles their body away from you all at the same time, now you have a clear pattern. They are uncomfortable and likely dishonest. Context matters. A signal in one context means something different in another context. Someone fidgeting in a job interview might just be nervous, not lying. Someone fidgeting when you ask them where they were last night? That is different. Always establish a baseline. Watch how someone normally behaves when relaxed. Then notice deviations from that baseline when specific topics come up. The deviation is the signal. Machiavelli wrote, "The promise given was a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present." People break their word. They lie, they deceive, but their bodies always tell the truth if you know how to read it. Number 8. Practice makes perfect. Reading body language is a skill. Like any skill, it improves with practice. Here is how to train yourself starting today. Exercise 1. Watch conversations with the sound off. Turn on any TV show or movie, mute it. Watch the actors interact, try to figure out what they are feeling just from body language. Then unmute and see if you were right. This trains your eye to focus on visual cues without the distraction of words. Exercise 2. People watch in public. Sit in a coffee shop or public space. Watch people interact. Notice their body language. Are they comfortable with each other? Is there tension? Who has the power in the conversation? Create stories based on what you observe. This sharpens your reading ability. Exercise 3. Record yourself. Record a video of yourself talking about something emotional. Then watch it with no sound. What do you see? What are your tells? What does your body do when you're stressed versus relaxed? Understanding your own body language makes you better at reading others. Exercise 4. Read your conversations in real time. As you talk to people today, actively watch their body language while staying present in the conversation. This is hard at first, but becomes automatic with practice. Notice the signals I taught you: eyes, hands, posture, breathing, micro-expressions. Look for clusters and context. Within weeks, you will start seeing things you never saw before. You will catch lies before they are fully told. You will sense discomfort before it becomes obvious. You will know attraction before it is spoken. This is power. real power, the power of seeing what is hidden. So here's your challenge. Starting today, for the next 7 days, practice reading one person deeply every single day. Choose someone you interact with. Watch them carefully. Notice their baseline. Notice their patterns. Notice how their body responds to different topics. By the end of the week, you will know that person better than they know themselves. And you will start to see that everyone is broadcasting their truth all the time. Most people are just not watching. Machiavelli said, "There is nothing more difficult to take in hand, more perilous to conduct, or more uncertain in its success than to take the lead in the introduction of a new order of things." You are introducing a new order to your life, the order of truth, the order of seeing clearly, the order of never being deceived again.